Hey guys, it's that rig guy here. I'm out here at sunny Bonney, as you can see. Beautiful sunny weather. Actually, it's a little bit wet today. It's just a couple of weeks on from Carp Frenzy that they had up here, which brought, I think Kim was saying the other night on Keeping It Real. You see that on Piranha Media. It's a beautiful little show that Lovell Rigs is sponsoring and also a part of to help promote tourism and fishing up here in Bonney, which is a beautiful little town. Now, with that Carp Frenzy, they said they had about 800 people along the bank in the town there to bring in quite a few carp. Brought a bit of money in that to the town. Tourism apparently was dead over Christmas, so it was good to hear that there was a bit of a good influx of people in for that period. Today we're just going to have a bit of fun, see what we can get. I've already had one bite. I've only been set up here for a couple of minutes. I've put bells on my gear so you can, while I'm talking to you guys, I can hear what's going on. But yeah, today we're also going to be using another product by Carp Tackle, which is called Lucky Bait. I'll show that to you guys in a little bit later on. It's like a little dough that you just get there and put onto your hook, and I was having a lot of fun with that yesterday actually over at Moonta, Port Hughes, and we've got quite a few trumpeters and stuff like that. We'll try and chase mullet, but didn't happen, so there's no footage with the two groups, Sharp and myself, out there fishing. We do have a photo of the teams together, but yeah, we'll put that up on Facebook. We are going to get together and do a YouTube, so you'll be able to find out more from Chair and LJ at Carp Tackle about their gear and what they're into. We'll even do an interview with them, see what got them into fishing. Yeah, they're really, really nice people. So go over to Carp Tackle, which is sharptackle.com.au, and see if you can get yourself some of their burley, the Fishmaster burley. You've seen me use that a few times on my channel here. Absolutely love it, and I'm actually going to be using some of it today. No, I'm not sponsored by them, but we have a very close friendship, so I love their stuff. If we go on this one here, I'll get you in the picture. The braid that I'm using is from my website and theirs as well. It is their branded braid. I absolutely love it. It is great stuff. So we'll get there and keep you posted on how things go today. At the moment, I've already, as I said, had a bite, so I'll check that rod in a second, see what's going on, and yeah, I'll get back shortly. So I checked the bait. Got another, put some more burley out, threw it out, and yeah, got the first fish for the day, but it adds to the bucket. Now, I've got this little sucker here using, now that worm, well, that hook's actually fair way down his throat, so just using tiger worms. Also have corn on there as well. Now this is just standard sweet corn that we get from the supermarket. I'm using the Lovell Rigs carp rig here. It's a two hook system. The burley cage there. I've got a swivel T-piece there, and I also have another longer hook down here. They're available at Top Catch here at Bonney, and that's bouncing a bit, and I think that's just because of the water. Top Catch here up at Bonney, which is located at the BP. You can get Lovell Rigs from there. There should be a new order going in today. If it arrives through the post, hopefully it gets here today, which is late March. From here we've also got sports fishing scene. Just before Easter we're going to have a fair bit of stuff go in there as well. Today my gear that I'm using is a Shimano Katana. It's the 8-foot version, 2 to 4 kilo. I have a reel on it. It's the old style. It's not a bad little outfit. And my other rod that I'm using is a Penn Extreme. The whole Penn unit there, it's all combo that I got from Sports Fishing Scene a couple of years back. It's been a very good. So I'll get this fish off, and then we'll talk about the Fishmaster lucky bait that they've sent me. Okay, so fish is off, and this is packaging for the lucky bait. It's nicely sealed, well packaged. It's one of those ones you keep in the freezer for until you're ready to use it. And when you go to use it, it looks a lot like, well, it is. It's that there. It's a nice little dough. This here is just a little bit wet because I've left it out in the rain. But you just get there and just put that on your hook like a it's just like dough. And yeah, fish love it. It says it's ideal for saltwater and freshwater use. I know it works well in the salt, so yeah, I'm going to put some of this stuff on, and we'll see how this goes on this rig with a bit of burley, and I've got my corn on the other hook. Yeah, we'll give it a go, and I'll let you know how it goes. So it's only been a matter of a few minutes. I've just brought the other rod in, put some more burley out, put a bit more bait on it, and hit the water, and got this little tacker. They're not overly huge at the moment. Hopefully I can get a couple of bigger ones throughout the day, but this stuff's working. The lucky bait I just showed you, it's working. The other rod just got a hit before. Now, as I said, I'm using belts so I can get there and determine what rod's doing what. Now, a very important tip when it comes to using bells, they're great as a warning device, but don't ever cast with them. If you cast with them, you're going to lose them. And they're sitting around about $5 a pack at the moment, and if you lose, they come in package 2, and if you lose your bells, you can come into a costly type of day. And that's the last thing you want to do, is get there and spend 10, 15, 20 bucks just replacing bells that you've lost because you've forgot to take them off the tip of your rod and casted. So just make sure that when you do fish with bells, that you take them off. So that's the tip of the day. It makes things a lot more cost effective, and at the same time, they don't rub against your line when you're bringing them in. So if you can take the bells off before you bring the fish in, or get someone to do it for you, you'll have a better chance of keeping your line in a lot better condition as well. It's really starting to pick up here with the rain. I'm going to go put my dry as a bone on once I get this other rod out, and yeah, I'll get back to you soon. Re-baited up again, and I've got another rod going. Now this has got the lucky burley on it. You can see what happens here. It keeps bouncing. Oh, a bit of weight on there. What have I got here? I've got a stick, and I got a fish. grab you from there. Look down here. The main, whoop. We'll rod back together here. The main weight on that was the stick, but as you can see, right here is Mr. Fish. I love the little sticks in that in the water. Now this is caught on that lucky bait. It's working quite well. So once LJ and that get it sorted and that, we'll be able to give you more information on when we can get it. But that's actually a little bit bigger than what I got before, so it's starting to get bigger. Now just to get there and get it even bigger again. Just out there, don't know if you can see them. I'll try and bring them up over this way a bit more. There's a whole heap, a big school of baby carp. Absolutely massive. Had to be near on 100 amongst that big school. There's even a goldfish in there. So through the floods, they've actually bred up really well, which is not good for the environment. Now that's why holds things like the Carp Frenzy. Not only does it get there and raise money for the town, it also helps clear out this pest that we have in our waterways. Every carp that's caught legal in Australia is illegal to throw it back. If we throw it back, we can get fined if we're caught. They just cause too much damage to the environment and to our native fish stocks. There's that little goldfish I was telling you about. This goes on and still going down through. Unfortunately, I don't have a net small catch them, but yeah. You see a bigger one just there, two of them. They'll dive back into deeper water. Okay, so what I did while I was being a little bit bored, I got there and decided to put a little bit of a float line on. And just a normal float line, what a lot of people in the salt would use for gar, and ended up snagging a double header of little ones just on the float line. So at the moment they're feeding at both surface and the bottom. So I've just increased my tally from 3 to 5. One was caught on sweet corn, the other one was on worm. So here at Level Rigs we supply soft plastic corn. Think, well, what's that going to do? Well, it actually catches the carp. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 2 pieces on both the top and the bottom hook here for my little float rig that I've got set up there, and we're going to cast that out and see how we go with that. So just remember, the float line has got the soft plastic corn. Just going to give it a run again. We did really well with it on the Carp Frenzy. The rain feels like it's going to set in, but let's hope it keeps just takes off and gives me some sunshine. But while there's a low pressure around, the fish are going to be biting, which is really good. Okay, I just want to see you guys there for a second. I only just baited up the other rod and threw out the rod into the soft plastic. Now, it's gone off, soft plastic stuff, and what have I got? Alright, it's a double header on our soft plastic corn. I don't know if you can see that overly well there, but it's just soft plastic corn. So I've got 2 there on a float line using the soft plastic corn. Now you can get that on the website levelrigs.com.au, and I also believe Gotcha Tackle in McGill will be stocking it soon. Yeah. So if you guys are looking for an alternate method for catching carp and not wanting to spend the money on corn, well then this soft plastic stuff does a fantastic job. As I said, we're using this a fair bit at Carp Frenzy the other week, and we did quite well on it. It's also environmentally safe as well, so there's no threat to the environment while using it. So there you have it. Soft plastic corn. Don't need to rebait again. Just get there and get it sorted and get it back out there. Right? I'm going to do just that. Alright guys, this weather's not really letting up. It gets heavy, then it gets there, it slows down a bit, then it picks up again. I've had to go and put the dryers of Bonney on, probably seen that a couple of times. But this float line, there's a fish on that one. It's like every time it hits the water, it's like literally 25 seconds, it's gone. Another double hook up here on the soft plastic corn. I just swapped over just to give it a go on the bottom, and it's smashing it. To end the day, because it won't be long until I pack up and head back down to the city, all I have to say is this fish bait works really well. That's the Fishmaster Burley there. That's been smashing it. There's the lucky bait. It works absolutely fantastic. I'll get there, I'll throw some more of this on. I might give it another half hour and see how we go with that. Coming back up to Bonney, a few weeks on from Carp Frenzy. There's still a lot of maintenance being done with the camps up there. They're rebuilding. You have over the town there. We've got the jetty out that way. So there's some maintenance there. Back over here, we do have some temporary campsites put out. Just get there and contact the booking of those. Being up on the lake, particularly over Easter, will be fantastic. The fish are small but plentiful. All up, I've managed to secure probably close to 20 carp, maybe more. So I'm going to give it another half hour that I'm going to be heading off. So guys and girls, do yourself a favour, go over and get yourself some Fishmaster Burley from Sharp or lovelrigs.com. Smash up some of our carp rigs. You can either get them at my website or CNS Sporting Arms at Paracco if you're in Adelaide. If you're up here in Bonney, Top Catch at BP, they have carp rigs as well, plus my patent slide rig. Well, it's not patent yet, but they're my well-known slide rig. And give them a good crack. They all catch fish, and they'll make your day just that little bit much more easier having pre-made rigs. So until next time, people, get out, get amongst it. I'm that rig guy. Tight lines. Catch up. Alright guys and girls, just a quick edit. Decided to get there and throw the slide rig on for you. Now I mentioned it before, it works so well. Quick look at what it's like, then we're going to cast it out and we'll catch a carp on it. So I've added some corn to it. Got my corn and soft plastic corn at the front. You're going to stop the other corn from coming off, so it's just going to lock it in. When the fish hook on, it just pulls the sinker up off the bottom, and therefore it's going to make it easier for us to bring the fish in without it being caught on the bottom. So it kind of looks like a paternoster, but she runs quite nicely when you bring it in. Let's cast it out and see how we go. There you go, one carp on the slide rig. And see how the weight of the fish has got there and pulled the sinker up. And there's our fish down there. So there's no sinker dragging on the bottom at all. It's a wonderful rig, so I love using it. But catching carp, I'm trying to get there and promote our carp rigs for up here at Bonney. Once again, you can get them at Top Catch at the BP here in Bonney. And drop in to say g'day to the guys, grab some fuel, grab some bait, grab some rigs and a coffee as well. They make a great coffee here, so yeah. Next time you're up, enjoy your stay up here, and I'm sure I'll get you again from up here sometime soon. Have a good one. Get out and get amongst it. I'm that rig guy. See ya.